Right. Thanks, Adam, for the introduction. Sorry, no jokes about sports in this talk. Please raise your hand who has heard about DataOps before this invite for the meetup. Okay, nice. I see a couple. And who is actively pursuing DataOps implementation? Nice. Still some hands. Thanks. I like that we are meeting in this place because I think it really nicely embodies the old way of working with data and doing data analytics. The old way of doing that is siloed, it's slow, and it's static. Because nowadays, it's 2026, yeah, sorry, it's not 2016, 2026.
And
and your data really should be telling you what's happening in the present and what will be happening in the future. And your data should be feeding your live productive systems constantly. So what we'll be talking about is how to move from those data bunkers or silos into data factories using DataOps. And for today's talk, the keynote, I have set two goals. The first one is to label some of the things that you might already been doing on a daily basis at your job, which are DataOps principles. So it's putting a name on it. And the second goal is to ideally motivate you to learn more about DataOps on your own, explore it, map your workflows on the principles that you will see, and ideally consider full adoption of DataOps.
We're gonna have a little technical, but sorry for interruption, Michal. Can you hear everybody well? Or should Michal have a microphone? Okay, good. Continue.
That's my sports coaching voice. My long-term focus is on operational data analytics. That's data analytics in production. That's where data analytics meets data engineering. So it's not about providing a static report to a manager. Imagine systems like preventive or predictive maintenance or manufacturing automatization. So the systems that are providing hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands insights daily to the machines themselves, to the operators, to the technicians, and other people that need to make decisions. They need to make them quickly, and they need to make them with enough quality. And what is clear is that DataOps principles are really improving the way you perform in operational data analytics. And of course, we all love those Gartner's numbers and predictions, so I'll just shoot some of those at you. So Gartner claims that a team that adopts DataOps principles increases its performance by up to 60%. They also show the steep rise of DataOps platform market. So that's, for example, Databricks that we are talking about. So in the last couple of years, what happened? DataOps evolved from a niche buzzword into an essential tool to implement your data foundation so that it's really enabling you to be data-driven. And just look at these return of investments. So Roche Diagnostics, they were capable of getting at $50 million by using DataOps to deliver their data products. Siemens significantly reduced their factory downtime by introducing predictive maintenance powered by DataOps. So this is the scale we are talking about. This is the impact. This is about translating the data into business asset. And why Brno? Czech Republic has moved from a code house into R&D powerhouse. We provide craftsmanship for complex system engineering. The talent that is coming from universities like VUT or MUNI is on par with the talent in the West. But if you look at the value-cost ratio that we have and our ability to really provide engineering for those high-stakes systems. So that's where we have the edge now. So what is DataOps? It's a manifesto. It's a mindset. It's a set of principles, actually 18 of them, plus one foundational truth. And we don't have enough time to go through each of them individually and discuss them. And the manifesto itself is kind of brief. Yeah, so you have those 18 plus one things, and you have a couple of sentences for each of those. I split them into 4 different categories. And you don't need to read all those 18 points because you can easily Google it yourself. But take a look at those categories. DataOps is where agile, that means how we organize ourselves towards the customer, meets DevOps, looking at analytics as a code, meets lean manufacturing. So how we are constantly building and increasing the robustness and quality of our assembly line. The one point that I would like to pinpoint is the reduced heroism. Because again, the old way, the bunker way, if you are running data analytics in production the old way, you usually have that one engineer, that one maverick that is fixing your production pipelines in the evenings, during weekends. And why? Yeah, because they are the only one who know how to do it. By implementing the principles and utilizing DataOps platforms, the need for heroism is significantly reduced because it's not desired. And the other one I'm pinpointing is the plus one, that's the foundational truth, which says that you should start with your data journey. You need to build trust in data analytics because you have never heard a customer say that they want more errors in their data. So this manifesto is just a guide, but how to implement it? That's the question. And if you Google enough, you will probably find the 7 steps to implement DataOps by Data Kitchen. So I recommend reading that. But the document is also very simple. And I will tell you that there are not many companies who know how to fully implement DataOps in your specific context. And if they know it, they will not tell you because this is a really valuable information nowadays. Another angle, another kind of motivation why to look at DataOps. And here I'm claiming that it is a silent engine for AI. The world now is focused on those AI models, and we know that they are fed with data. Sorry, last Gartner mention, they claim that by the end of this year, 60% of AI initiatives or projects will be abandoned because the data layer is not AI ready. Imagine such an initiative, AI initiative, as a car. Maybe you have heard the term MLOps. That would be the engine. That's how you train, deploy, operate your models. So that's the engine. And the data that are being used by the model, that's your fuel in the car. And those AI models, they're really high-performing engine. And what happens if you feed contaminated fuel to such an engine? It will probably perform poorly, and most probably it will fail. Because AI magnifies all the flaws in your data foundation. In the old way of doing data analytics, you would have a human data analyst doing the report, doing the dashboard, and if they see a mistake in the data, a data quality issue, they can work around it, they can fix it, and create a dashboard. But if you feed such a data to an autonomous AI agent, if you feed it into some RAG system, you are risking a potentially catastrophic hallucination or bias. So this is really where the DataOps platform and principles become non-negotiable, because we are talking about whether your AI initiatives deliver the value and success you are seeking, or whether they become just another expensive experiment. And don't worry, tonight will not be only about theory. Yeah? So we'll see two very specific examples of tools that really embody the DataOps mindset. First, we will see a presentation from Gregor. I don't see you in the audience, but Gregor is somewhere here. Yeah, here, thanks. Gregor is from Slido/Cisco, and he will talk about RAGthoven, their tool that they are building there, which enables you to bring the DataOps rigor to RAG experiments, to make them reproducible. And then we'll have Martin from Datamole, and he'll show us Marimo, which is the next generation Python notebook that makes your prototypes easily deployable, reactive, and production grade. So as I said, these were my goals, and I know that I'm not saying anything groundbreaking. The DataOps manifesto is almost 10 years old. But I wanted to give a name to some of the things that you might be doing every day already, and enable you to explore it more by yourself, to really map the workflows that you have, the practices, the technologies that you are using, towards the DataOps manifesto principles, and towards potentially that 7-step implementation guide. And really think about, hey, do I want to adapt the others as well that I'm not currently adopting? What value will they bring me? And I will finalize by planting this question in your head. So how you really accelerate the journey from a prototype to production, but still keeping that quality. So ensuring that your users trust the solution. Thank you.